Hello, everyone. Welcome to this recording on the topic of brainswarming. Jamin Shively at your service. Um, the the topic of brainswarming is best seen by watching this 4-minute video that I include a link to that I did not produce. This was produced by Dr. Tony McCaffrey, and it's outstanding. And it's worth watching the kind of the core part of it, where you see the graph and everything. It's worth watching that a few times because really there's a lot of knowledge packed into that. Um, and I would just want to point out that brainswarming is but a component of collective intelligence, a very important one in my view, because it lays out sort of this Uber methodology that can be applied to any specific problem, including to entire sets of problems. And that's something that we talk about in extensively on Radish, where we incorporate brainswarming together with the teleological taxonomy of the needs of a whole world, and incorporated as well with global holistic modeling, which enables us to model simultaneously any number of solutions, which are either being implemented or considering being implemented at any stage in the process, from idea to to full-scale implementation. It can be modeled and remodeled, so that we consider those solutions in the context of all other solutions. The idea is to model the entire world and all solutions that are needed in order to determine the best way to save ourselves. And from such life-threatening problems as abrupt climate change and the loss of habitat that would result. So let me just make a quick note here, please. Okay. All right. So I'll include some links to some pages on Radish where we explore some very specific ways that on Radish we incorporate all of these together. My point being that this brainswarming, widget, if you look at it on its own, okay, well, that's cute, that's cool, that can be used for solving specific problems. But if you think about it as a component that can be integrated into a larger box like a PC, homebrew computer club style, bring it on. I mean, that's what we need. That's what we're seeking to do, is to integrate things such that the power of the integration in terms of creating a platform for collective intelligence is the power of the integration is vastly more than the sum of the powers of its component parts, right? So so that's why I encourage you to look at what we've done on Radish, because it's the only example I know of taking brainswarming as a component, seeing it as a component, and integrating it into something much bigger. So it can be used to solve all arbitrarily complex problems using the integrated framework of global holistic modeling, teleological taxonomy, to have full holistic view of all the world's needs, of all the needs of a whole world, people and planet, and et cetera, et cetera. And all the world's solutions, including those that we're just coming up with right now and the ones that we'll be co-creating within the context of collective intelligence, as well as assimilating those which are created outside the context of collective intelligence. So collective intelligence it assimilates all very benevolently with the aim of a whole world. So Yeah, so I really encourage y'all to take a look at that holistically. Look at the brainstorming component within, exactly how we're implementing it within Radish. But just as an example, right? And my dream is that everyone come up with way better, examples, right, for how we can incorporate brainstorming into collective intelligence, into collective intelligence platforms. And the cool thing is, collective intelligence is constantly evolving anyway. The software is constantly evolving thanks to the software teams, the virtual teams, who will be open source style, co-creating the successive platforms of collective intelligence. So that's all I have to say about brainstorming. So please start with that 4-minute video of Dr. Tony McCaffrey, and then go from there on to Radish and check out how we're implementing it on Radish, or using it on Radish for radical collective intelligence. Whew, thanks so much. See you on the next video.